Waist-cutting punishment, one of the most brutal forms of execution, was more than just a penalty. It was a tool of fear and absolute control. But what was this punishment really about? And why did ancient rulers resort to such extreme measures? Waist-cutting punishment, also known as yaozhan in ancient China, was a method of execution that involved severing a person's body at the waist. This punishment was not only inhumane, but meticulously designed to maximize suffering and fear. It was reserved for serious crimes, often those involving treason, rebellion, or acts that directly challenged the authority of a ruler. Waist-cutting punishment was most notably practiced during the Han and Tang dynasties in China. During these periods, rulers relied on severe penalties to maintain order in a vast empire. Laws were strict, and punishments were often public spectacles meant to instill fear among the masses. The concept of using such extreme measures wasn't unique to China. Across the ancient world, rulers used brutal executions as deterrents. In medieval Europe, for instance, punishments like drawing and quartering also involved extreme bodily harm, though the specific act of waist-cutting remained a hallmark of East Asian justice systems. In China, it was part of the infamous 5 punishments, which were designed to escalate in severity depending on the crime. Waist-cutting was near the top of this hierarchy, symbolizing ultimate retribution. The process of waist-cutting punishment was as horrifying as its name suggests. The victim would be restrained, often tied to a wooden block or platform. A sharp blade would then be used to sever the body at the waist. While death was the inevitable outcome, it was not immediate in many cases. The lower half of the body would lose function instantly, but the upper half might remain alive for a short period, leading to unimaginable pain and suffering. Victims often died from blood loss, shock, or organ failure, but not before enduring agonizing moments of consciousness. This punishment was carried out in public settings to serve as a warning. Crowds would gather to witness the execution, ensuring that the fear of the penalty reached far and wide. It wasn't just about the victim. It was a statement of the ruler's power and a tool to crush dissent. Historical records, though fragmented, mention individuals who suffered this gruesome fate. During the reign of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, known for his authoritarian rule, waist-cutting was reportedly used to eliminate threats to his empire. Those accused of plotting rebellion or undermining his authority were often subjected to this punishment. One particular case involved a high-ranking official who was accused of conspiracy. Despite a lack of solid evidence, he was sentenced to waist-cutting. The execution was carried out publicly, and the message was clear. Loyalty to the emperor was non-negotiable. Waist-cutting punishment was not just about enforcing the law, it was a reflection of societal values. In ancient China, the emperor was seen as the embodiment of divine authority. Disobedience was not just a crime against the state, but a moral offense against the heavens. This ideology justified the use of such severe punishments. By publicly displaying the consequences of rebellion or treason, rulers reinforced their authority and maintained order in a society where loyalty was paramount. However, this raises profound moral questions. Were such acts truly about justice, or were they merely tools of oppression? While ancient societies may have accepted such practices, they also reveal the lengths to which humans can go in the name of power. As societies evolved, so did their views on justice and punishment. The practice of waist-cutting began to decline as legal systems became more structured and philosophical movements advocating human rights emerged. By the late imperial period in China, waist-cutting was abolished, replaced by less gruesome methods of execution. This shift marked a significant step toward more humane treatment, even in the context of capital punishment. The decline of such practices was also influenced by the recognition of their inefficacy. While waist-cutting instilled fear, it often bred resentment and rebellion, undermining the stability it was meant to protect. Today, waist-cutting punishment is remembered as one of the darkest chapters in human history. It serves as a stark reminder of how justice, when unchecked, can turn into cruelty. Modern discussions on capital punishment often draw from such historical examples to highlight the importance of fairness, dignity, and humanity in legal systems. The fact that such punishments are no longer practiced is a testament to the progress societies have made in valuing human life. Waist-cutting punishment was more than just an execution method. It was a symbol of power, fear, and control. Its legacy is a chilling reminder of the lengths humans have gone to enforce order. While we've moved beyond such practices, they force us to reflect on the importance of justice